Good evening and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Precious Salino and this is Credible Mindset TV. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am continuing on the Healthy Mind Lab series. Today our topic is the nutrient for the mind. What are you feeding your mind? The same way your body needs nutrient to sustain it, to give it energy, is the way your mind needs right food to produce good results, to be able to focus, to be able to be effective, to be able to maintain healthy mindset. The Bible tells us in the book of Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7 that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That means we are in totality equal to the content of our heart. So whatever we have within our heart, whatever we're thinking is who we are, is what we are. Whatever we say, often we may not even say it, but it's right there as we think. The Bible also goes on in the book of Luke then now to tell us that out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. So in that case, it's no longer just about what we're thinking. We're now speaking it. We're now saying it, right? It often even takes some time. People just think about something for a while and then they say it. You will know that, oh my goodness, they've been thinking about this for a while. You know, they've dwelt on it and now it's coming. And it's able to tell you about the content of the heart. Another way you know this too is when you see, you know, there are individuals that no matter how their environment is, no matter what's happening, no matter the big news that comes around them, nothing is ever positive. Everything is just negative around them. There is no gratitude. They can't see anything that is working. So it's usually just what they think in their heart. That's just the only thing they see. And sometimes it could just be something that is born out of maybe previous trauma or certain things that the person went through, or just the way they were raised, or just the way they think. And the Bible tells us that out of the abundance, it is just that abundance of who we are inside that is then being expressed outwardly. If you read that place very well, because that verse basically says a lot more before it concludes that out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. The book of Luke chapter 6 verse 45. It says, a good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For the abundance of the heart, for of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh. So a good man, the Bible says, out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. An evil man out of the ugly treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is ugly. So if your heart is full of good treasure, you would always deliver good treasure. That means for you to be able to deliver that, you have to make sure that you're feeding that mind good treasure. You want to make sure that you are surrounding yourself in an environment that is nutritious enough to give your heart the right content, so that when it releases that information, or when you open your mouth, what comes is of good treasure. Before we continue on that, I just wanted to touch on the four sources of energy. We usually concentrate on the physical source of energy, which everybody knows about, which is why a lot of people pay for gym membership. A lot of us eat nutritious food. People just think about, oh, yeah, give me fruits and vegetables, give me salad. What are the fruits and vegetables for your mind? What is the gym for your mind? What are you purging out of your mind? You need to sweat out those ugly information. You need to sweat out those bad attitudes. You need to sweat out all of those information that just hold you back. You need to sweat them out. You need to gym them out. You need to whatever you need to do, carry weight and whatever, speak them all out and get them all out, right? So we struggle, we go to the gym all the time, we eat the right food just to make sure that we remain healthy. Yet, the most critical part of our body or self is not healthy. So you go to the gym and you still think the same way. So you will still be equal to the content of your heart. It doesn't matter how you look outwardly. It doesn't matter if you have all these muscles and you have like 6-packs and your tummy is so flat and all of that stuff. Your body is so toned. Like, it's just, it doesn't matter. You are still equal to the content of your heart because of what you're feeding it, because of what you have allowed to dwell in all the time. Surrounding yourself with the wrong people who just don't see anything right, who don't even see anything good in you, who never encourage you. All they see is what does not work in you. People who will tell you that you are nothing, you will not amount to anything. What are you reading? What are you even listening to? Are you listening and holding back to whatever was said to you like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and holding them within your heart? Then that is who you are. At this point, it is no longer up to the person who told you that you will amount to nothing. It's no longer up to that teacher who told you in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, even in college, that you would never be able to amount to anything. Now it is up to you to release that content and fill your mind with the right information, with the right food. Think food, think organic, think salad, think gym when you think about your mind as well. I happen to be an author of a book that says, Leading Me, Becoming My Life CEO. This life was given to you and you alone. You are in charge of it. You are on the driver's seat. You just drive. The navigation and everything is being set. And it's no longer something that you will say, oh, somebody else is doing. You cannot have another person in the driver's seat of your life. Anyway, if you need it, you can get a copy on Amazon. I just wanted to just concentrate on making sure that we are feeding our mind the right food. Okay, I'm going to go back to what I was talking about. There are 4 sources of energy. The food, right? Like the body. We eat and all of that. So the body is a source of energy for us. And that energy source is food that we eat. Then we have the mind. The mind is another source of energy, right? That is the energy of focus. That's why you can eat as much food as you want. If you're distracted, if you can't concentrate, if you have a lot going on in your mind, if you are worried, if you're anxious, you're not able to function. Then another source of energy is emotions. Oh my goodness, that one goes up and down, right? And it's up to you to regulate it. It is up to us to be the thermometer of our emotions. And don't leave that in the hand of other people. So don't let other people's emotions impact yours. You hold your own remote control and control your own emotions. The other source of energy, the 4th one, is the human spirit, right? Whether you like it or not, we're all spiritual beings, and that energy is what we call the energy of meaning and purpose. And I actually got this information, and I have to give credit to whom credit is due. In 2012, I read this article. It's titled, You Don't Need More Time, You Need More Energy. Because sometimes we think we need a lot of time, but it's actually that we don't have enough energy to function and maximize the 24 hours we have in a day. So we either spend half of it in kind of like negative emotions or lack of concentration, or maybe we don't have, like, we're not eating the right food, so then our body is not functioning right and all of that, or we are losing the energy of meaning and purpose. So many things impact the time that we have in our day, and everybody just really blame this whole time. Gosh, time, I pity you. Everybody blame time. Sometimes it's not really the time. When I sat back and calculated how many hours we have in a day, we kind of have a lot of hours in a day. So it's not always the time, it's the energy. So this article was written by, I think, Tony Schwartz. he wrote that article. It's a really good one. If you want to read it, it's Harvard Business Review. Was written a while back. I read it in 2012. Still apply it every single day ever since then. But anyway, so continuing on the mind, what you feed the mind is important. Don't allow people to flood your mind with the wrong information. Staying around, for instance, people that use profanity all the time, before you know it, like, it's just really what will be coming up in your mind and all of that. Just surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with positive information. Know where you are headed and be able to stay focused, and don't allow your mind to be distracted. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What are you thinking? What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you hearing? What are you allowing to dwell within your mind? Protect your mind. Give it the salad, the fruits, the vegetables that it needs. Now, metaphorically, okay? So, again, if you can go to the gym to keep your body healthy, make sure that you allow the right content to be what goes on or goes into your mind. The Bible says in the book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, this book of the Lord shall not depart from your mouth. Meditate upon it day and night, and you would have good success. Not only is the Lord talking about physical success, because we can see throughout the Bible, the Lord teaches us diligence. You know, what we do at our workplace, it says, "Seest thou a man diligent at his work? He shall stand before great men and not mean men." The Lord tells us what to do, how to stay diligent, how to make sure that we're doing our work. Teaches us cleanliness in the Bible. Teaches us how to bridle our tongue so it doesn't get us in trouble. Teaches us a lot of wisdom for our life, wisdom for our day, and how to go about our daily responsibilities, what to do when we're sick. Oh my goodness, so many things you can learn from the scripture. That's why he wants us to dwell upon it day and night, so we can have good success. There's a lot of information laid out there for us. It's the manual of our lives. So if you're looking for content for your mind, I recommend the Bible, the best manual that there is ever. Another thing that you can try is just try worship songs. Wake up to them every morning. Just turn it on before you scroll on that phone, before you see who has liked you or whatever on Facebook, before you see what is happening on Instagram, before you see what gossip is happening all over the world. Just stay away from gossip. Just focus on feeding your mind the right thing, and be that good treasure. Be that good treasure that is being released. Be that man that has good treasure that is being released, you know, when he opens his mouth. So be that person with a good treasure within your heart that you can release to the world. It's as difficult as it is already in the world today. So just don't add more negative energy to it. Be positively charged, okay? Allow your mind to be positively charged. That is my charge for you today. Thank you once again for watching. If you've not subscribed, this is a really good time to subscribe to this channel so that we can continue to bring you this content. And thank you for watching. It's your girl, Dr. Precious Alino, and this is Credible Mindset TV, and I will see you next time. Stay tuned for what is coming next. All right, bye.